Some sequels take so long that you quietly stop expecting them. Tangle Tower came out in 2019. This one got announced at the end of 2023, aimed at 2024, then went quiet for about 2 years. It came out on the 16th of July. I've been in it since and it's better than I expected to be, which does not happen often with a wait that long. So let me tell you what's actually in it. Let's get into it. Short version, it's a point and click murder mystery, the fourth Detective Grimoire game made by SFB Games out of the UK. Same studio behind Crow Country and Sniper Clips before that. Captain Magnus Mortuga is found dead in a locked room aboard a submarine sitting in black water off an abandoned fishing town. There's an ancient stone cauldron next to the body and no way in or out that makes sense. You are Detective Grimoire and Sally. You work the sub room by room, you talk to a crew who are all hiding something and you put it together. That's the whole game. It doesn't try to be anything more than that. The thing that separates it from other detective games is what happens when you pick something up. Every clue is a 3D object you can turn over and dig into. Game Informer counted about 50 pieces of evidence in there. The developer's own example is a book you find early on. You can read the cover, the spine, the back, open it, read the dedication, the acknowledgements, look at the author photo, read the first page of the story inside it. That's one clue. That level of detail is why this took years to build, and it's why investigating feels like investigating instead of hunting for the one pixel the game wants you to click. There's a hint system too if you stall out, free, no penalty attached. The cast is the part that got me though. Everyone is fully voiced all the way down, and that matters for a game carrying this much dialogue. One suspect speaks in a near Shakespearean rhythm, another one is, and I mean this literally, a cane with a face. None of them are filler. Everyone has their own way of talking, their own reason to be on that submarine, and their own reason to lie to you. A couple of hours in, I stopped thinking of them as suspects and started thinking of them as people I wanted to keep talking to. That's why 10 hours of conversation never turns into a chore. Every inch of the sub is hand painted and each room is built around whoever lives in it, so the place tells you things before anybody opens their mouth. The score was performed by the Budapest Arc Orchestra and rooms have their own musical themes. On an indie budget, those aren't obvious places to put money, they put it there anyway and you can hear it. The animation carries a lot too. Characters act with their whole body while they talk, so you end up reading them the way you'd read someone sitting across a table from you, watching for the moment a face stops matching the words coming out of it. Here's the part I care about most. Tangle Tower built beautifully and then landed soft. The ending was the one thing people knocked it for. This one fixes that. The culprit makes sense. The motive makes sense. You can piece it together yourself before the game hands it to you, and it still isn't obvious. It resolves nearly everything it sets up, and the last stretch is the strongest work this series has done. If the Tangle Tower ending left you cold, this is the exact thing that got repaired. Do you need to play the earlier ones first? No, the case stands on its own. But there are callbacks that land a lot harder if you've been through Tangle Tower, and that one's about 6 hours, so it's not a big ask. Time permitting, play it first. If not, start here. The series goes back a lot further than 2019, but Tangle Tower is the one that actually connects to this. $20, 10% off at launch, so 18. Around 10 hours if you take your time, and the developer reckons it's closer to 12. That's a fair rate for something this handmade. If you like Ace Attorney or Professor Layton, this sits right in that lane. If you never touched a point and click and you just want a good mystery with good characters, it works as a starting point too. The puzzles are gentle and the story carries the weight. It's sitting at very positive on Steam, and having finished it, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's the Mermaid Mask. If you play it, come back and tell me who you suspected first. I want to know how wrong you were. Like the video if this was helpful, subscribe if you want more of this, and turn the bell on because YouTube won't show you the next one otherwise.